So it's Monday morning, about, I think it's maybe 7 o'clock now. Yeah, 10 till. Just spent an interesting night in my interesting little hostel. One other hiker staying there, a couple of cyclists, and well, actually, one other cyclist that's actually staying in the room with me. And of course, as luck goes to have it, he's got one of the noisiest air mattresses you can ask for. It's one of those goddamn Neo Air things. So as I'm trying to get to sleep last night, 10 o'clock, this guy is ratting around all over here and there, trying to get comfortable, and that damn thing just echoes through the room. It's just a pain in the butt. So I'm really hoping he moves on, and maybe I can get a better night's sleep tomorrow night. So other than that, other interesting things in this town. Didn't mention I don't think I mentioned yesterday that we have indoor plumbing for a bathroom and all that. There's a shower. But the guy has two outhouses set up outside, off to the side, and he wants us to use that instead of the inside toilet, which I thought was really strange. He said those are set up for hiker days and trail days, and that we should be using those. I thought, my God, you know, this is, what is this, to keep him from having to clean the bathroom or what? Anyway, he looks at me like every other Thru-Hiker that I get the feeling that people think Thru-Hikers really are hiker trash, and that we're willing to put up with anything. And we do just about anything. I mean, it's really strange. Last night, I was out taking care of business and personal business with my phone and stuff, and he noticed that I had a Subway sandwich drinking cup. And so I told him, I said, well, after walking from one end of the town to the other, this was the only place I could find that was even open after 6 o'clock. And then he proceeds to tell me, oh, well, there's a pizza joint and there's a burger joint. And I say, I'm looking for real food. I'm always looking for cafe food. Good old-fashioned meat potatoes for dinner, and eggs and pancakes, that kind of thing for breakfast. I don't want pizza. I don't live on pizza. I don't live on hamburgers. I don't eat the stuff hardly at all when I'm at home. Why am I forced to eat it on the trail? When I come to town, I want healthy food, or at least healthier than what I'm getting when I'm in the mountains. So I don't know, it's weird. But anyway, I'm up this morning to go down to the one and only restaurant I heard that has halfway decent breakfast, called Mojo's. It's a coffee cafe, but at least I understand they serve a good breakfast. Later then I'll hit the Outfitters, and then I'll hit the post office to mail some stuff. See, right now I'm walking through town. I decided to take the Creeper Trail instead of the highway. Well, here I sit in the front porch of the hostel I'm staying at. It's 12:30, and I now have all my errands done as far as resupply and clothing and this and that. I have yet a half an hour to wait before I'm allowed to go back in. I have to get my socks that I forgot to grab yesterday when I was washing my clothes in the local creek, and take those down and wash them out so I can let them dry today. I'm still going to stick with my heavier socks even though they're warmer. They give me a lot better padding, and I like that on my feet. As it is, my feet are turning into nothing but leather on the bottoms, on the balls of the feet. Thought that was interesting. I was noticing that a few days ago. I think I mentioned either yesterday, I think it was, that I thought I might get a little bit of a beard trim, get it shaped down a little bit, because it was getting bushy on the sides. And I actually found a barbershop in town here, but as my luck goes, it's closed on Mondays, and I'm not going to hang around on Tuesday just to get my beard trimmed. So I guess destiny is telling me that my beard is going to continue growing for some time longer. I at least can do a little bit of trimming with my mustache so I'm not chewing on it, because I do have some small scissors that'll work for that. Of course, I'm going to have to use the kitchen sink in the hostel because the bathroom does not have a sink or a mirror or anything like that. It has a shower and a toilet, and that's it. So that will be that. I found a place to eat dinner tonight, finally. There's actually two places. There's a bar and grill, which is not even a bar because they can't get a license. And all I'm really seeing that they serve there is basically pizza and burgers, so I don't know why they call it a grill. The other place is just plain simply Damascus Dinner, and it's open, and they do have a liquor license, so at least I can have a cold beer with my dinner, and they serve real food. They have meatloaf and chicken breast and all sorts of different things, pork loin, and they'll even serve, or they do serve, 3 different vegetables with your dinner, so I'll actually be getting some healthy food for a change. Other than my lettuce and tomato and olives on my 2 Subway sandwiches the last couple of days, that's been it for vegetables for a while. So at least that's lined up now. Other than that, I'm kind of running out of things. I need to go through and repack my food, but I can't do that till I can get into my pack in my room. So that'll be later today, and yeah, I'm pretty much caught up on everything. Posted all my videos yesterday that I had collected with the fantastic internet connection they have here without using Wi-Fi. I thought that was cool. And so, yeah, that's about it. I did stop, and I was talking to the guy that recognized me for my YouTube channel. He's at one of the outfitters, and I was talking to him. He's hiked the trail, and so I was getting a little inside information about the Virginia section of the PT, and what he thought of it, and in comparison. And he said it can be really nice, but it can also be very hot, and so I'm planning on probably going up the hills relatively slowly, but making good time coming down. So I really don't see where, after talking to some people who have hiked it now and hearing all sorts of other rumors about the so-called flatness of Virginia, he was saying that really that just kind of comes into play because of you might get a good long couple miles stretch of flatland after cresting a mountain. But you still end up having to go straight up and straight down. I guess the East Coast just does not like switchbacks. It takes too much energy, too much extra steps when you're hiking. I don't know. They could take the direct route, but whatever. None of it has been exceptionally difficult. Some of it is tiring more than some days than others, but not too bad. Anyway, it's going to be interesting, I think, when I start traveling with the conversion van next year after I get it built and I'm packing my bike around and stuff. I think I might swing in here and ride the Virginia Creeper Trail. It seems to be like the most famous thing around this area. And so I might as well ride it. It's 34 miles one way. Thinking maybe start at the beginning, ride to the end, spend the night, come back. Goes right through Damascus, I guess, is about in the middle of it. It's about mile 15, 16, somewhere right in there. So anyway, that is pretty much where we sit at this point in time. Well, I'm going to wrap it up for today. It's almost 6:30. I just got back to the hostel after I went out and had myself a fantastic old-fashioned dinner down at the Damascus Dinner. Sits on a little side street. Had 2 good-sized portions of grilled chicken breast, mashed potatoes, corn, string beans, biscuits, gravy. Let's see, I think there was something else, I can't remember now. Anyway, nice couple of cold beers with it, and I am stuffed. That's the kind of meal I've been looking for since I went out on this trip. When I come to towns, that's what I want to eat, is that kind of good stuff. Very filling and actually fairly healthy. So, anyway, I also went to the doctor again today about the swelling ankle, as I pulled my socks off and was looking at my ankle after I got done running around town earlier today, and it had swollen back up again. No pain, just feels stiff above the ankle and like it's stretching and that, but it's just swelling to believe way too much. So this doctor thinks that what I did was kind of almost like a sprain, but I sprained it above the ankle. It sounds more like into the tendons and that kind of thing. And he thinks it's because of the angle of the trail. There's a lot of very steep angles to it, not only just going up and down. If you can visualize stretching your toes all the way up as far as you can with your foot at your ankle and going uphill like that, and then going the opposite direction to go downhill in a continuous for, well, I won't say miles, but definitely a few hundred yards, and then just a constant switch like that. Then on top of that, you got the traversing, where the trail is not flat, but it literally has pretty much eroded away. So your ankle now is twisting sideways. In order to keep your foot flat on the ground, you're putting your ankle at an extreme angle. And he thinks that because of the extra weight I'm carrying and the continuous extended motion that I'm putting my ankles through, that the left one just decided it had enough. So anyway, he's got me on prednisone, and I'll be on that for about a week, and hopefully that will take care of a lot of that. And then he also recommended getting an ankle support to kind of help keep things together, almost like a compression. It's like an ace bandage wrapped around to support the ankle and keep the swelling in check a little bit. So we'll find out how that works out when I head out of town tomorrow morning. And I've got everything pretty much ready to go. Looks like I'm going to be the only one at the hostel tonight. Everybody else seems to have left, so maybe I'll finally get my nice peace and quiet tonight. Nobody will be around flopping around on the air mattresses. Nobody will be coming and going at all hours. It should be very, very peaceful. So with that, we'll say goodbye, and the mountain goat's going to get a good night's sleep and head out first thing in the morning.